Hello, I'm Stuart Law, and there was an advertisement on television a few years ago where a man liked the company so much that he bought it. Anyway, I did a blog entry recently here in the beautiful county of Merionethshire on the Wales coast, and I enjoyed it so much I'm doing another one. I've got a couple of sessions planned, and I've also got lots of nature clips in this particular video, so enjoy. I'm back on what has become in recent weeks one of my favourite places, the Mordack estuary, betwixt Barmouth on one side and Fairbourne on the other. And whenever you go fishing anywhere, whether it be in a small pond or the ocean, it's important to know what you're fishing into. And especially with the sea, take a walk at low tide, get an idea of where the mudflats are, the rocky bits, the bits to avoid, the shingle areas, the sandbanks, the gullies, all that sort of thing. And then of course, as the tide comes in, you're not casting out blind. Anyway, to the right of where I'm fishing, I've actually got a little creek that comes in that has water even at low tide, and it's muddy as well. So that's where you see the waders feeding. That's where the birds are when the tide's gone out. And of course, as the tide comes in, that's where the fish will feed as well, on all the organisms, the little insects and the crustaceans and all the stuff that they will be searching out as the tide comes in to the estuary. So that's where I'm putting my baits this evening. Just about to put my bait on. As you can see, I bought it this particular time. Anyway, I went to Barmouth. Both shops were closed, so that was a bit of a problem. And then there's a tackle shop in Towing, which is some distance down the coast. So gave them a call. They were just about to close, and do you know what they did? They said, when you arrive, there's a mobile number on the door. Give us a call, and we'll come back to the shop and we'll get you whatever you want. I thought that was really nice, so I want to give a shout out to Barry's Tackle Shop in Towing. I thought that was great customer service. Now, I don't think there's a website for the shop, but you know the power of the internet. I guarantee that someone watching this will be able to pass that message on and say thank you from me, and also of course to give the shop a plug. Anyway, I've got some lug in there. As you can see, it's frozen, well frozen actually. I'm going to put that on, cast out, and hopefully I'll be able to get a fish for the camera before it gets too dark. Before I do cast out, let me show you my rig very quickly. I've got a 5-ounce gripper lead, so as the tide comes in, that will hold bottom quite comfortably. On this particular rod, I'm fishing with, as you can see, there's the worm ready to go. I'm fishing with one baited hook above that, so of course it's in the tide, flapping around, and this one is from there. There you go, a little bit tangled. That will come out in a moment, and that is fishing actually on the bottom. The other one, I'm fishing 3 hooks, and they're all above the lead, so they're flappers. They're flapping around in the current. Am I hopeful? Am I confident? Yes and yes. I'm looking forward to getting a fish on the beach. Can't say on the bank, can I necessarily? I'm looking forward to getting a beach. Looking forward to getting a fish on the beach this evening. The rods are out, I've done my bit, I'm just waiting for the fish to put in an appearance and do theirs. I hope you're enjoying the nature clips that I've got on this particular video. I do love the natural world. I took all those clips earlier today and I've inserted them into the video at various points. So they're not actually taken, of course, while I'm here, but they're from earlier today. But I often say, you may be a sea angler watching one of my videos for the first time, mostly coarse fishing that I do, but I often say that angling is the perfect platform from which to view the natural world. And here where I am now, in this beautiful expanse of water just outside Barmouth, absolutely fantastic. Sometimes when you're out there, catching a fish is a bonus, isn't it? It's what you expect, isn't it? Low water, a flounder. I always associate low water estuaries with this particular species. That fish has gone back and I'm now watching my rod tops as I talk, not wasting any time at all. I was hoping to get some footage of that flounder being returned. I love the way they swim off, the way they sort of work the way through that water. If you've ever seen them, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But as I was holding it there to take a photograph for my blog, it flipped out of my hand and went back of its own accord. Incidentally, that fish was caught on the rig setup with the 3 hooks and actually the top hook as well. So if you're not a sea angler, you may be thinking to yourself, flatfish, the way they're designed, they live on the bottom, they never come off it, that's where they feed, that's where they live. Actually, that's not true, because they do come up well into the water, as indeed I proved with that particular fish, and on many occasions before, and hopefully many into the future as well. A gentle little tap, fish number 2, and I'm ready to hold this up to camera now, and as you can see, cleanly hooked in the mouth. I didn't let it develop. The last thing you want is for deep hooked fish. Whatever you're fishing for, you don't want that to happen, do you?